Hi, I'm Beth with TB Properties Buys Land. We get an overwhelming number of emails every week from land sellers that are asking us to vet other land buyers and see if they're legit or not. They're receiving these scam offers in the mail, is what they're thinking, and they're worried about, again, being scammed by some of these land buyers. TB Properties Buys Land. We are land investors. We purchase 10 plus acre lots all over the country, but we don't have a service of vetting some of these our competitors, other land buyers, and letting you know whether they're legit or not. But I thought that I'll offer a couple different options. One, us being land buyers, you're welcome to submit your property in our online form and let us know the state, the county where your property is located, as well as its assessor's parcel number. That's APN. And we'll try to get you a quote. If you've got 10 plus acres around the country, we're happy to take a look at it and see what we can do for you. If you don't want to work with us, that's fine. I'm happy to give you some tips on due diligence. This is not legal advice. However, here's some thoughts when you're looking at vetting a land buyer for your property. So one, I try to see if you can get some referrals. Who have they worked with in the past? I would also ask, what does their purchase agreement look like? Can you get a copy of that? The purchase agreement should call out everything that's going on in the transaction. It should be simple. It should be clear. You should be able to understand every part of it. Make sure that it's your property that's on there. Make sure that you're closing through or that you're getting paid right away. When's the closing date? Do they intend to string you along? Or do they intend to market your property, and then once they sell it, they'll finally buy it from you and pay you off, stringing you along for months on end? So what's the story there? Do they intend to buy it in cash, or are they going to need to get a loan for this? So are you waiting on them getting approved for loan and the appraiser getting out there and then it not appraising or the loan not being funded and you have to start all over again? So what's the story there? If they pay in cash, it's going to go faster. All right. Also, I would check on, are they using a title company or do they intend to self-close? Okay. So when it comes to self-closing, there's a lot of trust there. You have to trust that when you sign that deed over to them, that they're actually going to pay you and that the check isn't going to bounce, that the paperwork's done correctly. So there's a little bit of trust involved there. So those are a few things that I would check into if I were vetting a land investor, someone who's going to buy my property. Here at TB Properties Buys Land, we have a very simple one-page purchase agreement. It calls out every kind of information on there. Oh, another thing to ask I forgot to mention was who's paying closing costs. When it comes to closing costs, what's involved there? Someone's got to pay the title insurance. That's normally the seller, like you. Someone's got to pay the title fees for the buyer and the seller. Someone's got to pay the recording fees. And someone's got to pay the excise taxes if those are required in your state. At TB Properties Buys Land, we call that information out and we specifically mention that we're covering all of those closing costs, okay? In addition to that, we will always close to a title company. One, that protects you so that you know that we have to pay the title company until they have guaranteed funds in their account. They're not going to deed your property to us. You're not going to lose your property, and they'll pay you cash. Also we do pay in cash, so you're not waiting on us getting a loan. That's really important. Let's see, on top of that, so we pay closing costs, we work through a title company, our purchase agreement is simple. We like transparency, so when we send that signed purchase agreement over to the title company, we'll copy you so that you have the name of the title agent. You'll be able to email them or call them with any questions or say, you know what, I'm not gonna be able to make closing, can you just wire the funds to me? Or you know what, I'd like to show up to close. I'd like to get a check while I'm there. Can we do that? So we like that transparency part. We want to make sure that you are involved, you feel in control. But if you've got 10 plus acres of land here across the US, we'd love to get you a quote. As for the other land buyers, there's a lot of great ones out there, I'm sure. There are some scammers. So if you're getting these scam offer letters in the mail, do your due diligence and look around, get some referrals, and make the best decision that you can, okay? I hope that answers some of your questions. We appreciate you reaching out to us, and I look forward to working with you.